Hey guys, it's Holly. Welcome back. If you are new to my channel, I am a homeschooling mom of 4 kids, and recently I have been updating all my homeschooling series, and in today's video, I am talking about 4th grade curriculum. So let's get started. Here is what we use for 4th grade. As you can see, we use a variety of books and materials. We do not subscribe to one particular company when it comes to curriculum, but rather buy things a la carte. I'm going to go through each of these books right now and show you why we like them. First is reading and reading comprehension. By 4th grade, my kids are usually pretty good readers. They do a lot of reading on their own, which we highly encourage. But I also like them to continue reading out loud to us as parents. And the reason I like the Evan-Moor daily reading comprehension is because it is Monday through Friday. That way we can do it with each school day and be consistent. I did an entire video on the Evan-Moor daily reading comprehension books, grades 1 through 5. You want to go and check out that video later. We'll put the link in the description box below. But real quick, I will show you what the 4th grade book looks like. You can see right here, there is something for them to read and questions for them to answer. Then all the answers are well laid out in the back. We really feel strongly about teaching our kids how to comprehend what they read. For our writing curriculum, in 4th grade, we start our kids on Institute for Excellence in Writing, also known as IEW. This is an outstanding curriculum. I had heard so many great reviews about this curriculum and how it has helped their kids who were struggling with writing really learn how to do it properly. With all the great reviews and ratings, we knew that this was something we wanted our kids to start on. And we started it last year with our 2 older kids, and we have already seen a big improvement with their writing skills. Now, I'd love to do a future video on this and an extensive review, but I just wanted to share right now that this is what we do for writing. I will put a link in the description box below if you want any further information about this curriculum, Institute for Excellence in Writing, but I just wanted to share right now that this is what we use. We've used it for a year now, and we have been very happy with it. In addition to our English subject, I have my kids working in a vocabulary workbook, and we really like the Spectrum vocabulary. I start my kids usually in 3rd grade in Spectrum vocabulary. I did an entire video on the Spectrum vocabulary books, grades 3, 4, and 5. If you want to go and check out that video later, I will put the link in the description box below. Real quick though, I will show you what this book looks like inside. As you can see, it's a really fun book, and my kids enjoy doing this workbook daily. They usually fly through the book pretty quick because it is one of the books that they just have a lot of fun with. The answers are provided, and in the way back of the book, they have tests, and these tests are really great to help your kids get used to test taking for standardized testing that might be required in your state. A lot of great ways to test your kids' vocabulary knowledge. Answers are in the back. A book that we have used in the past in 4th grade has been Spectrum Language Arts. Now that we do Institute for Excellence in Writing starting in 4th grade, we no longer use this book because IEW will cover the things they need to work on. But if you aren't ready to start something as extensive as Institute for Excellence in Writing, this is another option for your kids to have to work on so that way they can practice grammar and writing skills. It's a great workbook, a lot of wonderful illustrations inside, and answers are all laid out nicely in the back. For our math curriculum in 4th grade, we use Saxon Math 5-4. If you have watched my previous curriculum videos, you will know that we really like Saxon Math. We begin Saxon Math in 1st grade, and by 4th grade, the curriculum for Saxon does change up a little bit. Starting in the 4th grade math, they no longer have the teacher's manual filled with all of the lessons, but rather the lessons are now in the textbook for the student. This way, the student is now independently doing the math on their own. That is the beauty of Saxon Math, a curriculum that is designed for students to become more independent and self-teach themselves in many ways with these math concepts. How it works, each day my child will get out the textbook and turn to whatever lesson they are on. They will then read through the lesson, learn about the new concepts, and then they will go through and answer all of the questions. And with answering the questions, they will put all of their answers in a spiral notebook that I provide for them. Once they are done answering all of the questions, I will later go and grade everything that they worked on that day using the teacher's manual. Also, with this curriculum, there is tear-out sheets for test and math problems to go along with each lesson, and it is clearly laid out when you are supposed to give out these different tests, and there is of course the answers in the back of the teacher's manual for all of these test and math sheets. Here is what the teacher's manual looks like. You can see that all of the answers are well laid out. There is no particular lesson that the teacher goes over. Everything is in the textbook. Of course, if our kids have problems, we will work on the math concept with them. In addition to our math, I also have my fourth grader do a daily weather chart where they will use either my phone or get on the computer and fill out whatever the weather may be that day for high, low, etc. It is a great addition to help the kids be more familiar with daily weather. For our history, we do the story of the world. This right here is the Story of the World Volume 2, and it is very appropriate for fourth grade. Volume 2 ranges from first grade all the way to sixth grade. So you can start your student on Volume 2 in any of those grade levels. We have been using the Story of the World for many years now. It is a fantastic history curriculum. I love it so much. This right here is the book that is going to have all the stories in it. This is going to be your history lesson. It is a great read out loud book to your kids, but if you do not want to do all of the reading, there is an audio option as well where you can get the audio on CD, and sometimes that is nice to use instead, so that way you can just listen along with your kids. This right here is the activity book. The activity book is full of all kinds of additional things you can do with your history lesson. Each chapter will have all kinds of either craft projects, recipes, additional reading you can do. It has got so many extra ideas in here. We don't always do everything, but it is a great resource to have. And then in the back of the book, there is all of these pages you can photocopy. There is lots of maps that go along with each lesson, as well as coloring pictures and craft templates. This book is so full of things that really help immerse your kids with their history lesson. And then there is the book that has all the tests in them. You can also photocopy these, but what we like to do is go over all of the questions together and discuss what we learned in that chapter as a group. There is true or false, fill in the blank, multiple choice. It really helps to see what the kids have learned. One of the reasons why I really like this curriculum is I could do it with multiple kids, multiple ages at the same time. I work on it with my 3 older kids all at once. It really has been a fun and interesting history curriculum. All of the books are sold separately, or you can purchase the entire kit. For geography, we have used Map Skills for Today by Scholastic in 4th grade. I did an entire video on the Map Skills for Today books, grades 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you want to go check out that video later, I will put it in the description box below. Real quick, I will show you what the 4th grade book looks like. It's a really neat book just to teach your kids more about the world and the different atmospheres and a lot more. This book does cover quite a lot. It's a great option to have for a geography book, but because of how small it is, I'm actually now switching to the Evan-Moor geography books that will cover map skills. It is a much bigger book that will cover a lot more. If you are wondering what we do for our science curriculum, my kids actually attend a homeschool enrichment program twice a week in our area where they are taught science by certified teachers. That is why I don't have any curriculum to share for science. Well, that is our 4th grade curriculum and all the books that we use. You can see that it is really easy to put together your own curriculum, and I hope this video was helpful and gave you some ideas of some great books to go with. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I am continuing my homeschooling series, plus a lot of other fun stuff coming up. Feel free to reach out to me in the comments anytime. I'd be happy to answer any questions about homeschooling. Overall, I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.